At the time for showbiz now, and Miss G has joined me. Hello, Miss G.
Hello, Israel. So let's start with Ashema to the World concert, which is a Stonebwoy concert that is coming up on the 27th. And so there's a lot of talk about it. And then Stonebwoy himself was in studio on Hate FM having conversations around that. So let's hear Stonebwoy on Ashema to the World. But first off, let's go back to Shatta Wale and talk about how his PA or his road manager or manager, for that matter, CD and Bulldog had a banter on radio as to what happened on Saturday that didn't have, why we didn't have Stonebwoy and Samini.
Two people from the same camp?
Are they from the same camp? So
his road manager?
His road manager. Yes, CD is his road manager, and he and Bulldog. So Bulldog is the artist manager for Xylophone. So this is CD speaking on behalf of Stonebwoy's team. He was the one who was there to, as a middleman, to get Stonebwoy on that stage.
Yeah,
and so
stage.
There's been back and forth as to why Samini and Stonebwoy were not allowed on the stage, and they had a banter on radio earlier today.
I heard Blackfeet say, I came to him and told him Shatta refused. I think it's an untrue statement, and he knows that. Myself and him, we were going back and forth, and I told him that based on the structure, it will be difficult. And I went to him twice, we're back and forth, and I couldn't go back to him. I never at any point told him Shatta refused. So please, let's clarify that, because that will take another turn and will bring all sorts of unnecessary whatever. So Blackfeet, you know, that's what I told you.
No, Boo, sorry. What did you tell me before I vacated the premises?
I told you that it was still difficult and that I need to speak to Shatta. I have not gotten to him yet. Maybe
but you just mentioned that you went to Shatta for the second time, and then you came back to me saying it's difficult.
Yes, I've gone to him the second time, but
now you just said that, you never spoke to Shatta. So what are you telling us?
I'm saying that when I spoke to Shatta, I didn't mention you. You don't get it. I didn't mention you. Based on the structure that we have, because we're a team and the same is structured. So I will not go to him easily and go and say, oh, Charlie, Stonebwoy and Samini, they won't perform. No.
Boo. You know what? You're my senior in this thing. I won't come on radio and then.
All right, so some contradictions according to Black CD in what was communicated to us initially, because he told us that it was because of security reasons that he didn't allow these two. But according to Black CD, he had told him on the day that, you know, Shatta was not willing to allow Samini and Stonebwoy on the stage. So here's Stonebwoy telling us why he went there. Apparently, it was some conversation he had with Reverend Eastwood Anaba that instigated the decision to go there.
I met him and the advice was so amazing, and I think it's one of the reasons, it's adding up to the reasons why the action that I took, you know, on the weekend.
Whoa. Wow.
Yeah, man.
Nice.
Trust me, I have to let this clear. One of the reasons why I took that action was some of the advice.
To go to the Rain album?
Some of the advice that he gave. Because he made me, he sounded it again. You see, that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm a hardcore fan of myself. And that part of me is like harder, you know, would tell me don't go, don't do. But you see, when there's another part of you that you know that is there. Music is bigger than all of us. We will die and leave music. People will come and continue to do music. And as a united front, even if it seems so, we achieve more.
All right, so now let's listen to the communications manager for Xylophone trying to say that there was a scheduled program and even the proposal was on program.
When somebody says somebody is a surprise act, as members of the audience, it's a surprise to us. But members of the organizing team, it's no surprise to them. Together with a surprise act, they have planned it. They have schemed it together to make it look like a surprise to we, the audience. And so there's some form of planning that goes into even introducing a surprise act. Somebody that does not jump into somebody's itinerary and say, I'm the surprise act. It doesn't work like that. So there needs to be some form of planning. So if Shatta Wale wants to be a surprise act for the Stonebwoy's concert, there would be some form of planning between the label and BIM management team.
Is that to say that the proposal was also planned? Was it part of the programming?
Why not? Everything is scripted. Everything is scripted.
So you had scripted at a certain point?
Well, as far as I know, everything is scripted. Everything is scripted. So if there's a proposal, of course, there's some scripting. There's some scripting on part of the SM team that this is what we'll do. I am not too sure if Michi was aware that there will be a proposal, but I know the SM team knew this would transpire. But in the plan,
was the Michi also programmed?
I don't think so.
All right, so at least we know that the crying aspect was not on program. That's the most important for us. But today is Shatta Wale's birthday, and he's also been appealing to Stonebwoy to invite him, to come perform at the Ashama to the World concert. He spoke on radio.
I wish he would invite me now, evening. if you like, me let Stonebwoy just invite me, because me, I want to go.
Oh, you want to go?
But that day too, I get show for the dome there. So I don't know, maybe if I finish my show where I'll go, but I will finish my show then. But make people send, if you say they listen there, make invite me, make you write for Twitter, make I just hashtag Ashama to the world, man. Where I mean my dog. Well, it was just last 2-3 days that we finished with this lunch, and man is tired, and I don't know how they want me to work. Sometimes when haters talk, you just watch them and go like, wow, you people are really pushing hard. And I like the way they motivate us, you understand? Because when you say my album is baller, I know my album is not baller. It's on record now that, on the iTunes chart world album, it went to 1, number 1 on the chart. So if anybody wants to talk and say anything about the album, fine. But all I'll say is we are about to start the rain. So people should watch out, because I'm about to start my radio interviews, putting my songs, meeting my DJs, having a DJ party, that kind of thing. So there's a whole lot of things that my team wants to do,
All right, so let's wait to see what happens with this Rain album.
Okay.
At least he's responded that it's not a baller album like people are speculating, so we see.
All right, thank you very much, Miss G. And that'll be for those watching on Joy Prime. The news continues on the JoyNews channel. But we say happy birthday to Shatta Wale.
Charles Nyama Mansa. He's having a party. He forgot us,
What? Well, maybe we're not invited.
Oh, sorry.
It's possible.
Sorry for you.
All right.